You know that electric shiver when a stadium erupts, fists pumping, voices howling like they've just conquered the bloody Roman Empire. That's the ghost of Queen's We Are the Champions, haunting every victory lap from dingy pubs to gleaming arenas. But here's the kicker. This anthem wasn't born in some glossy trophy room. It clawed its way out of a sweaty, chaotic night that left Freddie Mercury grinning like a fox in a henhouse. Stick around, because buried under those soaring choruses are tales of crowd chaos, lyrical jabs that hit harder than a heavyweight's hook, and enough cultural shrapnel to make you question if Queen accidentally scripted the soundtrack to human triumph. We're peeling back the layers on this beast, from its gritty birth to the bizarre ways it's morphed into everything from World Cup chants to wrestling walkouts. And trust me, by the end you'll be belting it out with a fresh smirk, knowing the secrets that make it punch way above its weight. Let's rewind to the spark that ignited this firecracker. Picture 1977, Queen touring their A-Day at the Races album, already kings of over-the-top rock but hungry for something raw, something that had turned audiences into co-conspirators. It all exploded at Bingley Hall in Stafford, May the 29th, a gig like any other until the encore. The band struts off stage, expecting the usual applause fade out, but nope. The crowd, these mad English fans, belts back You'll Never Walk Alone, that Liverpool football hymn, turning their venue into a cathedral of rebellion. Brian May later called it emotional whiplash, completely knocked them flat. Freddie, ever the showman with a radar for magic, latches onto it. He thinks, why not craft a tune that flips the script, making the masses the stars? But Freddie being Freddie, he twists it through his lens of football fever. I was thinking about football when I wrote it, he confessed, aiming for a participation banger that'd have punters chanting like they owned the pitch. Not some peace and love ditty, mind you. He described it as a message anthem in a different direction, loaded with that cheeky edge. Imagine if he'd penned it after a bad night at bingo instead. We'd have We Are the Winners, no time for bingos. But no, football it was, channeling those rowdy terraces where victory feels like flipping off fate itself. Diving into the lyrics, it's like Freddie's handing you a map to his soul, scribbled with blood, sweat, and a dash of sarcasm. Start with I've paid my dues time after time. That's the grind, the endless hustle of a band scraping through the 70s scene, dodging critics who dismissed them as glam posers. Freddie wasn't just singing, he was venting the dues of a life under scrutiny, his Zoroastrian roots clashing with rock's wild ride. Then, I've done my sentence but committed no crime. Ooh, that's the sting of injustice. The gay icon's subtle nod to a world that treated difference like a felony. Some fans swear it's a queer anthem veiled in triumph, overcoming bigotry with a mic drop. Bad mistakes, I've made a few. Freddie owning his chaos from wild parties to creative risks that could have tanked Queen. And that killer line, I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through, straight out of those old Charles Atlas ads about weaklings turning buff, but Freddie amps it to epic resilience. It's like he's saying, yeah, life's a bully, but watch me flex. The chorus? We are the champions, my friends. Unity in victory, pulling everyone in like a group hug with brass knuckles. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Perseverance porn, baby. No time for losers. Harsh. But that's the competitive fire. A swipe at anyone folding under pressure. And the phantom of the world at the end. Studio version ghosts it, but live, Freddie belts it like claiming the planet. Folks argue Mandela effects over it, swearing it vanished like socks in a dryer. What if it was a deliberate tease, Freddie winking at us from beyond? Bloody genius. Now slot this into the album saga, and things get properly dramatic. News of the World, Queen's 6th LP, drops in October '77 amid a punk explosion that's sneering at prog rock dinosaurs. The Sex Pistols are spitting venom, calling Queen fat-bottomed girls or whatever. Wait, no, that's Queen's own tune, but the vibe's hostile. Queen's response? Strip it down, go raw. No more orchestral frills, they hit the studio with a punkish edge, recording in barns and whatnot for that gritty punch. We Are the Champions pairs as a double A-side with Brian's We Will Rock You, that stomp-clap monster born from the same crowd epiphany. Freddie demos Champions on piano layers those harmonies like a vocal fortress, him multi-tracking everything but the guitar solo. Roger Taylor smashes drums with Arena Thunder. John Deacon's bass grooves like a heartbeat on steroids, and Brian's guitar wails in that triumphant bridge, evoking symphonies in 3 minutes. Launch drama. The single rockets to number 2 in the UK, held off by some ABBA fluff, but in the US it climbs to number 4, Queen's breakthrough across the pond. Critics? Mixed bag. Some hail it as anthemic gold, others slag it as pompous. Rolling Stone sniffs at the album's fascist sensibility, missing the irony. Imagine the band chuckling over pints. Fascist, us. We're just champions, darling. And the video? Shot at New London Theatre with fan club extras waving scarves like football hooligans. Freddie in his Harlequin getup, half black, half white. Symbolic duality or just fabulous? Either way, it screamed eccentricity amid punk's safety pins. From there, We Are the Champions ascends to legend like a rocket fueled by pure adrenaline. Queen closes every gig with it from 77 on, the ultimate mic drop duo with Rock You. Stadiums erupt. Wembley, Live Aid 85, where Freddie commands 72,000 like a rock god emperor. That performance? Pure sorcery, turning skeptics into disciples. Chart revivals hit hard. Re-released in '91 after Freddie's death, tops charts worldwide. But the real legend? It's hijacking by sports. First Oddball nod. Team Canada's 1978 World Field Lacrosse Championship blasts it after victory in England. Lacrosse, of all things, like hockey's posh cousin. Then football claims it. Official '94 FIFA World Cup theme in the US. Charts number 10 in France during '98. Wrestling in the late 70s, 80s? Blasts as opening anthems, Ric Flair strutting like he owns the ring. What if sumo wrestlers adopted it? We Are the Champions of the dojo. Pop culture devours it, movies, ads, even a Crazy Frog remix in 2006 for the World Cup. That annoying ringtone frog turning it into ding-a-dang-dong. Sacrilege or genius? You decide. And the Mandela kerfuffle. Millions swear Freddie ends with "of the world" in the studio cut. But nope, it's live magic only. Snopes debunks it yearly, yet the myth persists, like urban legends on steroids. Queen's own tweaks. Raw Sessions version in 2017 for the 40th anniversary, stripping it to unheard takes. Live albums galore. Queen Rock Montreal, Live Magic, cement it as untouchable. The enduring impact. This tune's tentacles wrap around culture like an octopus on espresso. It's the victory lap for underdogs everywhere, soundtracking Olympic golds, Super Bowls, even political rallies, though Freddie might have rolled his eyes at that. Ripple effects inspires anthems from U2 to Gaga, but none match its swagger. Quirky aftermath? The 1992 Freddie Mercury tribute concert closes with it. Liza Minnelli leading a star-studded choir. Elton, Bowie, everyone, in a tear-jerker send-off. Then the We Will Rock You musical in 2002, where it's the finale, with Phil Collins on drums in one version, because why not? Tribute bands pop up like weeds. We Are the Champions, a tribute to Queen, belting it in theaters. Dolly Parton covers it in 2023, mashing with We Will Rock You for her rock album, proving it's genre-proof. In 2020, amid the pandemic apocalypse, Queen plus Adam Lambert rework it to You Are the Champions, honoring frontline heroes, proceeds to WHO, hitting number 1 on iTunes in 20 countries. Obscure nugget. Gavin DeGraw's cover on the 2005 Killer Queen tribute album, stripping it acoustic. And that wrestling tie? Ric Flair's entrance theme vibes, turning grapples into gladiatorial epics. What if Freddie saw it all? He'd probably quip, "Darlings, I didn't write it for lacrosse, but conquest is conquest." Its meaning evolves. From personal triumph to global unity, a lyrical Swiss Army knife slicing through defeat. So there you have it, the wild, wacky saga of Queen's We Are the Champions. A song that started as a football fever dream and ended up ruling the world. If this romp through rock lore got your blood pumping, smash that like button like it's a rival's ego. Subscribe for more dives into the vault where legends lurk, and hit the bell so you never miss a beat. Share your own champion moments in the comments. Did it soundtrack your big win, or just a killer karaoke night? Until next time, keep fighting, my friends, because in this mad game, we're all chasing that crown. Cheers.